Hello Internet! In this video we are going to have a look at my Talonflame. Now, as we might have seen with the previous videos, I've got a bit of an issue with Talonflame. I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with Talonflame. On one side I can't believe that they introduced an ability like Gale Wings to this game. It's just one of the worst things. Like, how oppressive is this? Having a base 120 attack going in your direction with priority. It's not nice, but it does mean that I can do that as well. So I'm using my Talonflame. I want to win games. I'm using what I think is the best. So here's my Talonflame. I mean, you might say, well, its attack stat isn't very high. Its base attack of 81 is actually lower than Amungus's base attack, which is pretty amusing, but its attacks are both base power of 120, which is, a lot higher than anything Amungus can throw. And with a life orb, or with a band as well, it just hits very, very hard. So it's a very oppressive Pokemon, but it's a very useful Pokemon as well. It has definitely changed how VGC is played, without a doubt. I think. I mean, Kangaskhan is obviously a massive Pokemon as well, but play-wise, I think Talonflame is potentially the most influential as to how the game's played now. Or definitely is with how I play the game. So, the most interesting thing really we can see about this Talonflame, because honestly, looking at it, it doesn't look very interesting, does it? Look at that spread. It's the only 252-252 spread I've got in this team. I'm not a fan of spreads like that, but I mean, there's really no use for anything flashy with this Talonflame. I want the Jolly nature. The Jolly is probably the most interesting thing about it. I've been using Jolly all season. I don't think many people use Jolly at the beginning of the season, but I've been using Jolly all along, basically because I don't like other Talonflame, and I want to at least speed tie with other Talonflame. If they're adamant, I can outspeed them and Brave Bird them first. I won't be, one-shotting them, but if they have taken any kind of recoil damage as well, then I will be getting a knockout on them, basically. So, as well as, outspeeding, a worse speed tying with other Talonflame. Talonflame that's Jolly actually outspeeds Mega Lucario as well, which is quite nice because a Brave Bird won't one-shot a Mega Lucario. Flare Blitz definitely will. So, Mega Lucario, as you can see, looking at this, Tyranitar is one of my main powerhouses in this team, along with Azumarill. So, the ability to outspeed and knock out Lucario with a Flare Blitz is obviously very nice. Yeah, I mean, what else can I do with the EV spread here? Its attack is as high as it'll go. It's got the Life Orb to give it a bit more of a punch as well. It'll do a nice chunk to Kangaskhan, a nice chunk to Garchomp, and the common threats like that, and put them in a 2-hit KO range, basically. I can double up on things, and with the Brave Bird, I can usually get the knockout on them. I did, strangely, like at Worlds last weekend, we saw Sejun used Overheat on his Talonflame. I did consider using Overheat on mine, but I didn't want to split the EVs, really. I mean, even without any special attack investment, Overheat is still quite powerful, but it doesn't one-shot Mawile or Aegislash, which, I mean, Flare Blitz has the chance to do that, but, I mean, Flare Blitz can burn as well, and Overheat can miss. It's only got 90% accuracy. I like my 100% accurate moves, as you might have seen. I mean, I think, looking back, there's only Play Rough with 90% accuracy and Rock Slide with 90% accuracy. Everything else is 100%, which is what I like. I mean, in a Swiss format as well, you want consistent attacks. So, I mean, I like the 100% accuracy. Obviously, with Overheat, I wouldn't be so worried about Intimidate, which is a bit of a pain to play against. But I mean, it's not the worst thing. But yeah, I mean, this Talonflame was very good for the team because it's here to support the Azumarill. I can knock out these grass types Ludicolo became very popular recently in rain teams as well, and it doesn't matter how fast it is with Swift Swim. This Gale Wings ability is is so impressive that I can just outspeed and knock it out like that. As well as, it's very good against Amoonguss or the grass types and whatever, but we can see I've got Taunt in this slot, which, I don't think many Talonflame have Taunt now. I mean, I'm not too sure on that, but I like Taunt. I mean, Taunt, I think, is a very underrated move, actually. I mean, on a team like this, where I'm setting up, and I'm basically setting up to be faster, to be more powerful, to out-hit them like that, I don't want them to be able to play any shenanigans against me, so using Taunt is a nice option to kind of shut them down. I mean, it's very good against Smeargle. I mean, Smeargle don't tend to carry King's Shield anymore now. They usually have Spiky Shield, but when they did have King's Shield, you can just taunt them through the King's Shield. I can taunt Aegislash through the King's Shield, so they can't King's Shield, and I can get a knockout on them like that as well. Taunt is a very nice move. Obviously helps against Trick Room as well, and annoying pranksters. If I've not got my Raichu to sort of take Thunder Waves and things like that, I can taunt these pranksters. Also, Rotom as well. Strangely, I mean, if I dared to leave my Talonflame in against a Rotom, or if I felt like I had to, I had the option of taunting it so that it couldn't Will-O-Wisp my Tyranitar, basically. So another bit of support for the Tyranitar too. Taunt, it's a very good move. I do like it. It's nice. And Protect is the last move. And at the beginning of the format, again, I don't think many Talonflame really had Protect, but and neither did mine. I think I only started using Protect just a bit before the Invitational, which, I mean, looking back, is a bit silly, really. I can't remember if I used it in the Nationals Protect. I don't think I did. But Talonflame is absolutely vital for this team. I absolutely need it to play against these grass types to cover Azumarill's back. And if I don't have the option of protecting, Talonflame is very, very, very vulnerable. And that's bad. I need to keep this Talonflame around. Talonflame, absolutely vital for the team. So, Protect, when I started using that, it just felt like, wow, why have I not had this longer? But, otherwise it's, a pretty standard Talonflame, I guess. But it's just jolly, which I think more are getting jolly now these days, but they're cheering themselves up a bit. But, yeah, I mean, this is, that's my Talonflame. It fit the job, fit the spot for the team, really. I needed something like that, and it works very well. So, that has been my team. There we go.